You can export data to a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet, to a comma separated values or a CSV file, or to a piping component format PCF file. The only exception to this is that you cannot use or import custom settings when importing or exporting an area view. Let's take a look at a couple of options that we have whenever we are exporting data. If we go to the export tool here at the top of the data manager, you're going to see that we can include child nodes, active node and all child nodes, or active node only. If you include all child nodes, you export a spreadsheet that contains a worksheet for each node or a CSV file for each node. If you include only the active node, you export a spreadsheet with a single worksheet or a single CSV file. For example, if the engineering items node is active and you export the active node and all child nodes to a spreadsheet, the spreadsheet contains a separate worksheet for each node. Now, whenever we specify a name for an exported file, we can name one ourselves, or we can accept the name that the program suggests. Now, you will have a default file name, and it's going to vary by the file type and by the data table settings in the data manager. So if you take a look at the one that is suggested here, it gives we start off with where it's located at, and then it gives it right now that it is actually an XLSX file. We can go to the browse here, and we can change that up. We can choose a different name for it. We can choose a different location for it. And we can also use this drop down right here to change what type of file we're going to use. We can use the XLS, we can use the XLSX, or we can use the comma separated values or the CSV file. Let's go ahead and export a spreadsheet. We'll go ahead and we'll do it on this bolt set right here under piping and equipment. And I'll go to my export tool here. And I'll keep it the active node and all child nodes, with the only exception being is that I'm going to change the location to the desktop, and I will go ahead and just call this test bolt set. I go ahead and give this the OK, and it's going to save that to my Excel file. So I can go ahead and we'll check that out. We can open up our Excel sheet, and we'll go ahead and open this and look on the desktop. And there's our file. We'll go ahead and open it. And you'll see that the column headings are derived from the display names of the column headings that are in the data table. So if the display name is longer than 31 characters, the node name is used to name the worksheet. So to make sure that you have successful export and import, it's really recommended that project administrators use node names that are no longer than 31 characters. 31 characters seems to be the cutoff point there. So if you kind of slide this down, and you'll see that these columns are the same ones that we had before, so it's going to use the same ones. And when you do export, you're going to you'll see that you'll get these same columns, and then you can size those as you wish. And that's about all you need to do to be able to export from the data manager.